Welcome to the show, Gamer Keezy. Congratulations on your shoe being the winner of the Shoe Creator Contest. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling ecstatic. I mean, it's been a long journey. It's been about a month from being winning the category, then winning the finalist, and I'm feeling on top of the world right now.
So I just got off of your live stream, seeing you react to winning the contest. Congratulations, Gamer Keezy. What's that?
Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them.
Thanks, DA. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Big Cat out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Davis at the center filling out the middle. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Noel. And it's Solomon in at the power forward. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round one.
Absolutely.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Siakam with it. Conley picks him up. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Noel up top. He's guarded by Davis. The shot's good.
When you think door scorer, one of the guys that comes to mind, as young as he is, Donovan Mitchell.
Big Cat, the pass to Siakam. And finished off by Davis.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Shoots it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Noel. That shot no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Siakam. Here's Big Cat. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Solomon, no good. And it's Noel missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting.
And another assist for him.
And the most assist record now has company. Amazing.
What a year it's been for him as he has carved up defenses with his passing all season long.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Here's Big Cat. Good, another from 3.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
Have game, will travel. These fans seeing what he's all about.
And he continues, GA, to add to his season total, knocking him down from long range.
Boy, we have been covering him all year, and it's so rare to see this kind of consistency from this deep a range, and there's no sign he's letting up.
Pass to Solomon. There's the dish to Barton. The pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Barton outside. A 3-ball. Here's Solomon. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Barton outside. Here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
They get the rebound, and it's Davis with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Barton. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg. And again, another assist.
And that assist will do it. He's number 1 all time now.
This is going to be a season from him that will be talked about for years to come.
And you can just feel the eyes of this crowd fixed. He's the star of the show.
And he's conducting the offense, Greg, like only he can. Incredible playmaking ability.
Guys, you have got to love the vision and the placement of his passes. He's having an unbelievable year.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Big Cat.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And that one, good. 7 points for Mike Conley.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Covington against Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
Utah shooting their first free throws here tonight. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. You know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Battle, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Kept alive, Big Cat. Drummond passes to Big Cat. To the inside. Drummond trying to get himself free. Yep, it counts. Siakam's got 6 points.
Well, you love to see Siakam get going. This guy is so good at getting to his spots and converting.
And it's Mitchell missing. Lakers leading by 9 from deep three-point range. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Robertson kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Mitchell. Four on the shot clock. Here's Bullock. That one a little long.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The shot's good from Big Cat.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Jazz trail by 15. Now Bullock. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shot good from Big Cat.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
There's the three. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Now, here's Robertson. He's tightly guarded, buried from 15 feet out.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
There's the triple. No good from Big Cat. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. 19-point game. Drops in the tray.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Siakam.
And their analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still. The shot's good from Big Cat.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Fernando, defended by Drummond.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me, Greg, is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Los Angeles leading by 20. From deep. Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Bogdanovich to end the run. And so it's Los Angeles in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time play. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
You know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Drummond, Plumlee out there with Big Cat, and it's Mitchell Long in at the 2. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Cat in the last game against the Hornets was tremendous. He scored an amazing number of points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
He was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Robertson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Los Angeles leading by 20. Passes it to Big Cat. And the 3 off target.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Conley surveying the D. It picked off. Pass to McLeod. No good with the layup.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Here's Big Cat, covered by Conley. Here's Big Cat, shot at 6. Cat's in there. Davis with the assist. Big Cat's got 42 in the game. Pass to Noel. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Big Cat. He had him last time out. Bucket after bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Barton outside. Battle. He's guarded by Davis. Conley into the lane. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. And you look at Big Cat. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc. And that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Outside, Davis. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length. He's got athleticism. Look out.
Here's Conley. Now the pass to Solomon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Actually, the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Conley. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Conley's got 9.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Kicks it to Mitchell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Utah. Davis, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And it's Conley penetrating.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
First trip to the line for him here.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Utah calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
On the wing, Mitchell shoots over Covington. That one wide left.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, Mr. Siakam can elevate well above the rim. Nicely done.
Here's Conley, and he uses the glass on the layup. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Mitchell left side. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt at 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Conley against Davis. Conley dishes to Mitchell. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
The shot's good from Big Cat.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Conley, the pass to Noel. Now Conley. 3-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
After nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second. Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Passes it to Solomon. Mitchell against Covington. Here's Noel. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys. It hasn't been by accident.
Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. Back again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. The Jazz shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Big Cat. Back to Kuzma. Another 3 for the Lakers.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Bogdanovich, know what?
He is single-handedly dropping temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it. It might be better for him to pass the basketball at this.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in. Bullock's got 5.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Big Cat, covered by Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Up there. 16 points for Siakam.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Mitchell looking it over. Fernando, the pass to Robertson. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Siakam. No good there. And so it's Los Angeles, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to. And Los Angeles guys shooting impressively throughout at 60. Runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Then it's Noel. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Solomon in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Noel finds Mitchell. Conley with it. Shot from 12. Jump shot is good that time. Conley's got 16.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Here's Big Cat, covered by Conley. Siakam misses.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Big Cat, covered by Conley. Big Cat, the pass in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Martin with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's good.
I'm impressed with scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Good on the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's blocked.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's Conley penetrating. It's good. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Again, what an avalanche. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Back to Barton. Over Davis. Here's Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers. Look through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Yes. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Outside Conley. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. And it's the Lakers on the break. Down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Conley. Second shot opportunity, and they pick up 2. Solomon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
This is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Conley's shot is off.
1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus? Let's see.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
From down in the low post, it goes. Conley's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He's trying to close the gap in the score.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Big Cat. Big Cat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And Davis pulls it down. Timeout called the Lakers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lakers making a change here.
And here's a look at the stats for Big Cat. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. And almost 5.5 steals. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it is ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Ripped away. He dishes it to Davis. He throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Drummond. Possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. They swipe it. Doubled by Bogdanovich. Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
No good from Big Cat. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. So taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis.
One shot.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Rebound, Andre Drummond.
No matter what looks they get, they convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Fernando, the pass to Bogdanovich. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the wing right side. Fernando, the pass to Robertson. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. Another miss by Utah. And they're on the break. Big Cat.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back to Robertson. Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic, simply stated, has become a knockdown-point shooter.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Robertson kicks to Bullock. Launches it. And Utah, another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And here's Bullock from the arc.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a contesting.
And that one is good from Big Cat.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Bogdanovich. to Bullock. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Mitchell Long. And so it's Mitchell Long who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Jazz shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fernando. The Jazz with another miss. From deep three-point from the arc and then some.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stand. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Conley. Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books. A dominating performance for Los Angeles.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72 win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we watched it all. What a team.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and it just confirms what a dominant game he had. What was for Big Cat.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Big Cat. And it's Cage in at the 3. Good on both. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Utah has possession. Potential foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he's good on the second.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
The pass to Big Cat. It comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Lakers' ball. Here's Big Cat. The Lakers from deep.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer take over.
And you want to save your bet for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion. Energy, guys, it's infectious.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this part, what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
They was sleeping on that boy like it. I make everybody fall off. Handle life all black like a Batman. Dribble too much. Who is that, man? Put your name and your neighbors on a hashtag. This too easy. It's like shooting on a trash. Definitely, I swear I have no catch. She with that yaya drop it, feel like always hit the target, brothers with that infrared. Billy Brooklyn Dodgers, please don't have his leg. This breakfast in bed. Every day like why? Jesus on me, turn like this. Go soon, I see daylight. Bottoms, jabs, got him.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
That's the beauty of this team, man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.